Hello, you guys. This is Latios, and okay, it's working now. Yeah? Yeah, because the noise isn't too loud. Oh boy, I'm glad I sort of caught on to my voice not being recorded just because the noise isn't loud. Because if it is, that means my voice is not working, so not good. But thankfully, I didn't lose I only went about 3 minutes until my dad called me. It's a long story how I found out it wasn't working, so good. I only wasted about 3 minutes talking, so yes. So this video is very important. I felt I had to make. So Nikki did something today that surprised the hell out of me. Half and half though. Only half surprised me, and obviously I need to explain why it's only half and not 100. The fact that they are returning Miracle Concert tomorrow. That is very surprising. So tomorrow we're going to get Miracle Concert and also the house part for the Christmas, which is great, but this time I'm actually not going to spend anything on it, even though I really want to. It's Christmas, but I don't want to do so. I'm just going to use my free tries and hopefully I get something decent. So why am I surprised is due to the fact that they are returning this earlier than I thought. So about 4 or 5 months early. And that's surprising because Hell events return after 1 year. So that is a bit concerning because they could easily start throwing, at least for first time return. I don't know about second time return. I'm pretty sure second time they could return that shit whenever the quick ass they want, right? But first time I thought was 1 year. So that's a bit concerning because could they possibly return 4 wars really quickly? Perhaps yes. And why do I say that? And I don't know if it's going to be like this. It's because at the same time, I'm not surprised this kind of happened if you think about it. And that's only because I follow a lot of servers, so I have a little more knowledgeable things about how things happen in other servers. So what happened was very recently, a couple months ago, the C server actually, they surprised me first, not this server. It's because they actually reran Evernight only 6 months later, because they brought it, I think, around April-ish, and then they brought it about 6 months later. And I'm sitting here thinking, why did your server bring a Hell event back like after 6 months and not 1 year? That's very bizarre. Okay, so our server has definitely done what the C server did by bringing a Hell event earlier than expected. Only thing is this one took about 8 months to come. This event came May the 11th. We had a chapter that came along with it, maybe 13, 14. I think 14. And I remember, like, I think the chapter came first and then the next day was the Hell event. And this is surprising, okay? Even to me, but at the same time, after what happened to the C server, I guess our server can pull a BS like this. So at the same time, why is this not surprising? Is because naturally people are panicking. However, you guys are spreading misinformation about why is our server, like, what the fuck is wrong with our server. So what do I mean by this? The people that naturally don't know, and if they don't follow other servers, wouldn't know that just about, or I should say every other server can run events like this. Yes, this is absolutely very normal. And in fact, if you follow the Chinese, I just checked the Chinese server today, their website thing, and they're actually running 4 wars tomorrow. In the last couple of months, they have at least reran a Hell event every month. So I think it was like first Mermaid, Bloody Moon maybe, and then Evernight, and now 4 wars. We're talking maybe 4 months in time. So yes, you need to realize, guys, that this is absolutely very normal that events like this run, and even side events like this. Very absolute normal. It's just that because this is happening to our server for the first time, people are naturally panicking and accusing our server of doing bullshit, which is absolutely misinformation. If you want to cuss out Nikki, you're free to go ahead to do that. Because they've done bullshit stuff before. But don't do it on misinformation. Okay? Because this is absolutely very normal. Okay? So, what I want to say. Japanese server. I brought this up. They ran 4 wars 2 weeks ago. New event. And then the day before that event ended, they returned Windflower Snow Moon like that day. Before 1 day 4 wars ended. And then the Chinese server has ran double events at once. In fact, one of the videos that I made for the Hell event, Conspiracy Theory, around September, I have to look at the video because when I screenshotted from different YouTubers, they had, one of the videos had 2 icons of Hell events. Yes, Mermaid and Windflower. Now, obviously, I'm pretty sure one of them was the old one and the new one. I mean, is it possible to actually run 2 return Hell events at once? I'm not sure. I know it happens with the new one and the old one, but I guess if it could happen with old ones, should it surprise me? I guess not really. But yes, this is very normal, so no need to panic. Because if you don't like it, then leave the game. Because it's like this on every other server. So go ahead, shit on Nikki, but not on misinformation. So here's the deal. I will link my original video below like I did for Evernight. So the deal is, this event was actually originally a ranking event. Dun dun dun. And I'm glad they didn't bring that shit here. In fact, that was, I think, the first ranking event that they brought here. The hell portion of it that, you know, did not have the ranking event that finally our server listened, or Nikki did, not to bring the ranking part, because ranking is poison. Ranking is absolutely for the rich players. Don't you dare tell me it is not, okay? Even if you saved months prior, you might not still have enough. When I saved for Dream Girlfriend, because the only last 2 ranking events I participated in was for Valentine's and Halloween. Okay? I saved all my resources from February until October. And guess what? I had to use every single thing. And I still might have not had enough. That's 6 months. That's a long-ass time to save, you know? And not only that, that game also has another ranking part that's like super special, like Super MR or something. And that is like for players that have money to throw. Don't you dare tell me that ranking event is not for rich players. It definitely is. Even if you save, don't even count on that. Make sure you have money to spend on the side, because there's a guarantee very easily you're about to lose it, okay? Don't you dare tell me that. There's a reason why the Chinese server went apeshit when they first brought those ranking events on the first the first ranking event, and they banned that shit from there for good reason, you know? So I know I'm yelling and like, obviously you can tell, but it's like, come on, it's for the rich players. I'm not saying I get mad at how people spend their money. It's just when people deny things, it kind of annoys me, because yes, it definitely is for people that have money to throw for ranking events. Okay, don't tell me otherwise. So yes, this hell event is actually the cheapest. I think it's even cheaper than the mermaid event. Okay, so no. Oh, I was about to say, I thought that was the name. I calculated how much I went back. So this actually has no background, by the way, so I'm not even going to change it. I went back in my old video and I calculated exactly how much I took, because obviously I finished it on the first day. And it came up. Now you have to realize, like, you do get some diamonds back, so it's not going to be that same amount. It cost me like 6,000. I'm going to round it up in the calculator, say 6,500. So like about 6,400-ish in the middle. Yes. So it's actually cheaper than Mermaid. It doesn't come with backgrounds. However, there is no however, just cheaper, you know. I actually think these suits are nice. Now, obviously not the best, but oh, you know, I find it hilarious how everybody, I remember this very well when everybody was like begging for a hell of it, because I was like, where's our hell of it? It's been so goddamn long. That's the only time we actually didn't get a hell of it for a while, and I think it had to do with the first anniversary thing. And I remember when they brought this event, everybody's like, oh my god, they just decided to bring this one. This one is not attractive looking. I thought that's funny to remember and compared to how people are reacting now. I don't know, I just thought that was funny to share. Oh, and also, our server might be the first server that actually has returned this event twice, because not even the Japanese server seems to have had this return yet. So it's like, that's what I meant by bizarre when I said bizarre earlier. So, oh wait, I don't even need to type these in. They're not that further down actually. Let's move the background for this. There we go. This is still my favorite suit to this day, her. So those two outfits, I'm pretty sure the first two that I just showed you are fixed, meaning they will drop either on the first or second. And then obviously the third highest would be her that I'm showing you here. Yeah, like I said, it's actually not that further down. So she dropped for me third. Fourth was... Obviously, it sounds like I'm in pain because I tried to... Oh, virtual. I'm trying to remember the name of the suit. Yes, virtual. By the way, I think the third, the one that I just showed you, and the last one are the only outfits that actually have makeup also. Oh, yeah. The yellow one that I just showed you, the one with the yellow with the white hair. I remember how when they used the makeup from Crime Busters, everybody's like, where did this makeup come from? Why does this not have makeup? And I definitely remember how a lot of people were mad for good reason, because it's not nice to post something and not state where it came from, because obviously we wouldn't know. I thought that was very interesting to point out too. So this one dropped fourth. She should be the fourth to drop the highest. And Demon Lament. This is my second favorite suit, by the way. I like this suit a lot. You could definitely use parts of it by itself. It's so pretty. Actually, I should have changed it to that background. So, as always, with returning events like these, hell events, the price will increase. I just don't know how much, because like I said, I truly believe this is our server is the only server that has returned this event. I mean, it did debut in March, so that means the earliest any server could have gotten this was in March. At maybe April. In this case for us, it was May. So I don't know how much it's going to cost, but the increase should not be a lot, thankfully. And this piece here is beautiful to use for Starry Corridor, because you got that. But I really love this suit. It's really great. So very quickly, guys, if you are stressing out and you don't have this event, but you're still working on Time Palace, honestly, guys, I would skip Miracle Concert. Don't even worry about it. It's obviously going to come back. I would just concentrate on getting this one, because for 10,000, you get all these beautiful suits. Even if it wasn't this event that we were having in, say, Bloody Moon or Four Gods or something, I would still skip Miracle Concert. It's really not worth it if you're stressing out right now. Just skip it. I know it might be difficult if you don't have them, but you want the outfit. Or if you want, you could play a couple nods, because like I said, it's not like it's a really costly event. But like I said, I honestly think you should skip it if you're in a situation about what do I do with my diamond? Should I spend on that too and still finish Time Palace, or have leftovers? Honestly, skip it. It's not like it's the greatest hell event, but that's my opinion. I don't know, I'm just trying to be as helpful as I can. So I hope that this video was helpful, and I will see you next time, my friends. Bye bye.